Discovery is the classic OCR, big classic OCR. Finally, I've got the course to where I want it. I'm loving the course at the moment, absolutely loving it. I've done all that work over lockdown. The last event we had went really, really well. And everybody noticed the change, you know, and I said to everybody, it's a new course. And they came out and they ran it and they loved it. So there's a few changes. I'm always developing. So that's the big OCR. And then Atlantis. In fact, you've got to come to them both, mate. You've got to come to them both. Atlantis is, and right, where do we go? I'm going to try not to be a negative ninny here. Atlantis, right?
Yeah.
Stand-up paddleboard. We'll provide your paddleboard. You provide the enthusiasm. Onto a mountain bike. We'll provide the enthusiasm. You provide the mountain bike. Onto an OCR. You provide the enthusiasm, I'll supply the obstacles, right? What a cool triathlon. What an amazing, cool triathlon that is, in my opinion. Yeah, everyone bought paddleboards over the lockdown. Everyone's got into it. You couldn't buy a bike at Halfords because they'd sold out nationally and everybody did Couch to 5K, right?
Yeah.
Got to get behind it, guys. Got to get behind it. You know, nobody's supporting it. And I don't know. I'd cancelled Challenger Games, which absolutely broke my heart. And this one, and I don't know whether it's the situation we're in. I don't know whether. I mean, you know, Spartan had to cancel Twickenham, which we're all gutted about. And you kind of think, well, you know, if Spartan are struggling, then what chance do the rest of us have, you know? So the message I want to put out there to everyone is just get on and get a ticket. And I really didn't want to go there to that place and I missed a positive, but it's really frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. And it's not just me, it's every race director. I'm sure you're in the same situation at the moment. And I get it, I understand. I've got a load of deferred tickets in the bank. You know, we've all got deferred tickets in the bank, and it's a really, really difficult situation at the moment. Really difficult situation. But I was thinking about this the other day, about the difference. We've had a conversation in the past about European OCR.
Yeah.
Lots of European OCR. When we go to the Euros, other than your John Albans and all the rest of it, the Europeans are generally up there, and we're generally playing catch up.
Yeah, we've got a couple. So
yeah, we've got a couple. Yeah, we have got a couple, but I'm talking about when you go below that top level. Yeah, the rest of us.
We don't have the technical ability that the Europeans have. The Europeans with their OCRs are very technical compared to ours. We like mud, and that's where the difference is. You know, in terms of technical ability and mud loving ability. You know, you can call it mud loving ability. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, couldn't agree more. But your strong Vikings and those boys, they're really, really well supported in their country. We just need to support our independents a bit more. We just need to get on with the independents and support them a little bit more. We lost Zeus at the weekend.
Gutted that was.
Yeah,
Gavin's a character. Gutted. Gavin's a character. We spoke about it on the Swift half the other week. You know, losing characters like Gavin is going to be detrimental to us. It'll take us time to get over that. You know, any of the independent races, it's going to take us time to get over whatever we lose. I'm gutted we've lost Tough Guy. I'm not gutted I'm gutted more that the legacy is going to be ruined because of what's happened. You know, more recently when the legacy was it was on rocky ground, but now it's ruined. You know, and it was an amazing race. Anyone who's ever done Tough Guys can never fault the race. Same with Zeus races. You know, he's created a great race, and his legacy will continue. Gavin's, because he's done it the right way, you know, and he could walk back into this sport at any point. And I hope at some point he does. But you're quite right, unless we start to, unless runners and entrants start to sign up before the 3-month close-off period, before the event, we are going to lose them. I mean, I've got to admit, Overload, the race we shall not mention, you know, I was going to lose money. 3 months out, I was losing money, you know, and I was losing a few £1,000s. Luckily, we had 50% of entries come in that last 2 months before the race. I mean, I've never seen that before. Never, ever in any race have I seen that happen before. 50% of entries come in the last 60 days. And thank God they did. You know, I don't know what people's mentality is out there, because especially when they can get entry for £35, you know, at 90 days out, they could get entry to my event at £40, but they'd sooner pay £50 a month before. I know it's only a tenner. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
I don't think it's. I think there's a couple of issues going on. I think that the first and foremost, it's the trust after we've gone through COVID and the lockdowns and all of that. I think people don't yet have confidence that we are going to be okay. You know, because one day, you know, you wake up in the morning, put the news on, and the next minute, you know, we're 24 hours away from a lockdown and borders closing again, or, you know, it's still, COVID is still massively affecting us. It's still massively affecting our lives. We've got, you know, lots of children at schools that are self-isolating, and lots of, you know, it's still massive. And I think that's still, you know, weighing on people's minds, and that's a completely valid point. It's completely valid, and I completely get it. I understand it. So I think that's one thing. So I'm not going to name names or anything. I'm not going to call anyone out, but Spartan cancelled Twickenham, and one of the forums somebody commented, and this is why I don't book until the last minute. You know, just like, you're part of the problem. You are. You know, you may as well have said, by doing what I'm doing, I've made Twickenham not happen. And again, it's the 1% rule, isn't it? If we all just change our attitude by 1%, then actually it makes a huge difference.